Oh yeah, we live? I think so. I think so. What's up, yo? Oh yeah. Wow, that's super bright. Man, that's like too bright. What's going on out there, world? What's up, YouTube? What's happening, everybody? Yeah, what's up, man? Happy Monday, early edition. Early edition. Yo, what's up here, dude? Good morning, dude. What's Gucci? Flexing with the snow, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Shit, what's going on? What's happening? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome to this fine early edition of BS with Hannas. That's me. What's up, man? I'm Nikki Hannas out here on the internet, hanging out, little morning YouTube talk show. I got a weird angle on my light. That's all right. Yeah, man. The whole premise of this show is I wake up and I'll take a nice walk and I'll read some good stuff. I'll talk to the people, go about my business. Usually go lift weights. Today's a side hustle week, so I'm in the bread truck very shortly. But just because my schedule adjusts and changes doesn't mean I gotta not do the cast. I like to come out here, just talk about some shit. There's plenty to talk about. There's no shortage of things. You know what I mean? I hope everyone's enjoying the fine week of bread and circuses, the Super Bowl, the Superb Owl Festival yesterday. I enjoyed it. This stuff always makes me think of a bunch of shit. The first thing I think about when it's Super Bowl weekend is the tried and true, tired trope of the bread and circuses. It's all a distraction. It's all stuff to keep you stupid. It's all stuff that you pay attention to, and they just do whatever they want. The reason we're in the shape we're in is because we're all just distracted with bullshit. True. True indeed. Then it makes me think of that meme, my one of my preferred meme formats, where on the bottom it's like an IQ distribution, and the bottom side, the troglodytes, the dude who's like drooling on himself, the idiots, the fools, they have one claim. So on this one, it's like the troglodyte knows that this is this is just a sports game. I watch football, ooga booga. And then the middle distribution is all the triggered people, all the angry people. The meme is the crier. Just triggered as shit. Can you believe everyone's just watching this game? Can you believe Bad Bunny? Can you believe Turning Point? And the top 10% is the ascended, the enlightened, the monk who just says, I like watching football. And all these things are true at once. Because, yeah, man, it's a Super Bowl. It's a great American tradition. Whatever you think about it. Whether it's good or bad, stupid or smart, who gives a shit? It's the Super Bowl's on, man. I hung out with my pops and me and my old man watched the football game. That's a good time. He naturally was not watching Bad Bunny. I'm not a Bad Bunny fan. I think Bad Bunny is trash. Everything about Bad Bunny is just like not for me. It ain't that shit ain't for me, dude. I would much rather watch Kid Rock because I like Kid Rock anyway. But everyone's up in an uproar. Everybody's spiraling about everything, which is par for the course, you know? Because how can we watch? How can we peacefully just watch and enjoy a football game with all the evils of the world, with all the terrible things? And I'm of the opinion that, to be fair, nothing really matters in the outside world while the island man and the redacted lists, while this remains mysterious, while this remains a can to be kicked down the road. I think all politics and everything, fuck it, fuck them, dude. Fuck all these people. That is, and that has to be the most pressing issue of the day, which, like, I've been talking about all last week since the emails came out. Emails. And, I have to temper my passions about it because it's fucked up and it's bad. And, if you're going to be engaged at all, that is the most important thing. I don't care about any fucking thing else, to be honest, politically or socially or whatever. But all that stuff is not personally, in my personal domain. Yeah, I'm gonna hang out and watch the football game. When my old boomer dad wants to switch to Turning Point USA, of course. And I was curious about that anyway. I bet you Turning Point USA just created a whole new thing that people are going to be doing, thing that people are going to be replicating, the alternative halftime show. I bet you next year, lots of people are going to have their alternative halftime shows because the NFL is going to do what it's going to do. If it wants to alienate its consumers, that's fine. All these allegedly alienated consumers are still watching the fucking shit anyway. So like, whatever, dude. This is the capital, as if it's the Hunger Games. This is Vought International, as if we're in the boys. These are just the soups on the screen, dude. What do you fucking do about it? Reject it? Yeah, reject it wholesale and live on your own and just reject them. People do that, and that's fine. That's good for them. Some of the shit that I see makes me sick, and it's just like I reject this, and I'm not going to participate in it. And I got every right to think that way. Everyone's got a right to think that way. I think dying on the hill of a Bad Bunny performance at the Super Bowl, it's a little weird. That's I don't know that that's a great hill to die on, but whatever. What do I know? A lot of people hated it. Like I forget, was it last year that it was Kendrick? That it was Kendrick Lamar. I think that was last year. I could be wrong though. As I get older and his beard gets whiter and grayer, it all just blurs the fuck together. But I'm shit, man. I enjoyed it because there's a part of me that sports ball, sports ball, sports ball. That's what a lot of people who hate this shit talk about. Oh, are you gonna watch a sports ball game? It's like, yeah, I am. Shut the fuck up. But on some level, even if I'm not a sports dude, I like sports, but I'm casual with it. I'm a music enthusiast. That's more my jam. You know what I'm saying? But when you're watching the Super Bowl, undeniably, well, I guess there's a fucking debate for everything. The NFL's rigged. The NFL is totally rigged. Probably, likely, but all the same, under a reasonable understanding of things, this is the top of the line athletes, man. And if I'm out here talking about the bettering of oneself and developing oneself and pursuing one's potential and getting better and working and fucking ripping, getting after it, keep ripping. When you get to watch the top of the line motherfuckers do top of the line motherfucker things, I could really enjoy that. And that's kind of where I was trying to tune my attention to. I wasn't really concerned about the commercials or the halftime show. I'm like, dude, I'm a casual football fan. Let's watch the two best teams duke it out, right? And, the fucking Seahawks, those dudes were savages. Again, as a casual guy, them motherfuckers are just crushing the Patriots. That fucking Seahawks defense, that's like fun football to watch. Because it's not always super fun to watch. Even though I'm in Philly area, so it's Eagles territory out here. I get tired of watching them do the tush push, the brotherly shove. I'm like, this is corny. This shit's not fun. The quarterback sneak, we gotta outlaw it. And here's everyone doing, the fucking. That's just what they do. I'm watching the Seahawks just dominate, like 5 or 6, 7 sacks in a row, interceptions, and fucking just killing it. Felt kind of bad. Felt kind of bad for the Patriots quarterback. Only so bad you can feel. I mean, the dude's living his life and crushing, playing in the Super Bowl. When I was in college, and there was like a public speaking class I was in, and the guy asked the class, "What do you think about Tom Brady or whatever?" And back then, Tom Brady was like, now he's just widely acknowledged as like, that's fucking Tom Brady, dude. Like, it is what it is. But there was still a debate back then, as I understood, for being on the sidelines with my long hair and leather jacket and shit. But there was like a press conference or something when Tom Brady was tearing up, and I was the one contrarian. I was the one dickhead in the class. Be like, dude, shut up, Tom Brady. You lost the game. So what? Go back home to your supermodel wife and your millions of dollars and your celebrity status. Quit bitching. That's true to a point. But when you're at that high level and all that matters is the fucking success, all that matters is winning, being a fucking winner of the highest order. Yeah, it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense. So this young dude, he's like 24, 25. So God bless, dude. Even if you lost and got sacked a bunch of times in the fucking Super Bowl, damn, man, that's a life accomplishment. Not too many of us get. What was his name? Drake? Drake May. Yeah. That's a bad man. That's big shoes to fill too. You're fucking quarterback of the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl. Everyone in the world's like Tom Brady, Tom Brady, Tom Brady too. Is this a generational run? But they had one thing they showed too. It was like a clip of the dude as a kid. Yeah, I guess Drake May was a kid with his dad in the same stadium at like a different Super Bowl, obviously. And like, how cool would that be? How cool would that be? I can't hate on none of this shit. Anyone that's hating on this stuff, it's like, I don't know, the stress spiral, the hooks are twisting you. Hooks are in all of us. We're all hooked on this, some of this bullshit, but when they start twisting you up and contorting you, you got a problem. I thought it was cool, man. I'm thinking like, what would that be like to have a photo being played on the biggest televised event in America of you and your old man when you're like a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old or something? And then the same stadium, X amount of years later, you got motherfuckers, you're the quarterback filling the shoes of Tom Brady. And you got motherfuckers everywhere wearing your jersey with your name on it. That's badass, dude. I think that was awesome. I think that was fucking awesome. And I guess we'll enjoy the spectacle. We'll enjoy the much ado about nothing as the Capitol keeps doing capital things and Vought International keeps moving along, man. In terms of the big picture stuff, well, pay attention to Thomas Massey. That's all I got to say. That's kind of where my eyes are in the political arena, in the social arena. But besides that, I got to get to work, dude. I got to fucking keep ripping. I got my fine 0-degree outdoor workout in this morning with the weighted jacket on, weighted vest. See how quick I can sling this bread. Go hit that second workout and go to the main job. Go feed the people some burgers and fries and shit. A lot of music stuff going on in my life. So as long as I don't get too hemmed down and distracted and beat up and depressed and demoralized from all this fucked up shit out here, all is good. I can just watch these goofballs make fun of Kid Rock for lip syncing because I know that's what's coming. Kid Rock he opened with Ball with the Ball and he was very clearly lip syncing, but he's an old man and he comes out in that old pimp fur jacket with the jorts and he's just hyping people up. Then he switched his persona from Kid Rock to Robert Ritchie and played a very heartfelt country song. So I'm just watching the game, man. Watch the spectacle. Try not to watch and laugh as Rome burns, but do our part as the proverbial Romans. You know what I mean? But this ain't Rome, debatably. This is America. And here's a Monday reminder. My new favorite coffee mug. Here it is. Being a bitch is un-American. Take that with you on this fine Monday. Thanks for hanging out. EMP, you're the man. Crush your day, dude. Welcome back. Keep it real. Happy Monday. I'm out. Welcome to thank you for hanging out. Whatever. With BS with Be Honest. Here on YouTube. Live on YouTube at BS with Be Honest. Spotify podcast, Apple podcast, all that shit. You know what I mean? Heavy blues metal. That's my music. You want to find some, play it loud. NikkiBeHonest.com, NikkiBeHonest.bandcamp.com. Nikki Be Honest on all streaming services. You want to support the mission? Find the feed of all the stuff that I do. Patreon.com/Nikki Be Honest. Keep it real. One love. Happy Monday. Peace. Some fine Keurig coffee. Oh, shit. Peace.